Alright, so that's just really another angle at the what's going on. So during his phase, I've got two Grail Knights sitting outside the building, so he shoots at him, kills him, and that was a wonderful waste of points for me. The Harpies, meanwhile, this is kind of facing the right side of the board. They flew around my lines, and they charged my Trebuchet, easily beat it in combat, and of course it can't flee, it just dies, and that forced a panic test on my archers, who ran towards the front of the table. He flank charged my men-at-arms and easily broke them in combat. Actually, I shouldn't say easy. I thought I had a chance of remaining steadfast, but he killed just too many of them. I think the Cauldron put an extra attack on the Witch Elves, and those things just went to town. So, yeah, things are really looking ugly here. We're locked in combat here. You can see he turned his Cold One Knights, and so my Knights of the Realm are not going to last long. I'm not going to break those warriors anytime soon. And there's no view of the board. At this point, if you look at the top right, this is my turn. The only movement I have really is on the left, my Questing Knights charge Harpies, and on the very top right, my Peg Knights charge the Hydra. The Bowmen failed to rally. Now, ironically, we're at turn 3 here. If those Bowmen can rally, they'll be right near that little watchtower standard, and if his units aren't nearby, I'm going to win the game just because I accidentally fled towards that unit and rallied right on top of it. Not the unit, fled towards that banner. So far left board, these guys are making some use of themselves. They're pretty much out of the game. This battle wages on. I mean, I'm not going to break that unit anytime soon. Hoping to, if I could get lucky and kill the Hydra soon and then get it overrun and maybe start helping out in other places in the battlefield. During the shooting phase, I landed a rock on these guys because I knew they were coming to my flank, and I got lucky. I actually hit his Lord as well, but when I rolled to wound, I rolled a 1, and I thought that was unfortunate. But, killed 2 of these guys, so at least they're not quite as hurtful as they would have been, but it's really the Lord more so than the rank and file Cold One Riders that I'm concerned about. So Questing Knights were able to beat some Harpies this time around. Kudos to them. This is just a push, although you can see I was able to heal the wound to my Battle Standard Bearer. And with this one, he only did 1 wound on me, and I think I got very lucky in that regard, but I don't think I did any wounds on him. I couldn't break him, and he turned around. So now the Harpies at the bottom charge my other Trebuchet. And overall look at the board. His Cold One Knights slam into the flank of my Knights of the Realm unit. And by the way, because I couldn't regrow into the Knights Errant, they fled off the table. And yeah, so the Knight of the Realm unit is now gone. I actually feel pretty fortunate that these 2 are still alive. She's got the Crown of Command, which makes them stubborn 8 rerollable, so there's a reason they're still alive, but yeah, that's not looking promising. At this combat, amazingly enough, we couldn't kill the Hydra, but we were able to beat it in combat, and despite losing 3 wounds on my Pegasus Knight. So they're down to 2 guys, but yet we're still able to beat them and run them down, so that was kind of quirky. This Trebuchet's dead, and then on my turn, the peasants failed to rally. I was really hoping if they could have rallied, I would have faced that spellcaster. During my shooting phase, would have shot at him. Had I rallied and had I killed him, if the game ended at the end of turn 4, I would have won it, despite really misplaying the game. But didn't happen. So Questing Knights come around to see if they're needed to help out. The Pegasus Knights fly into the rear of this unit just so we can hopefully just beat them and free up my guys. There's another angle. And then during the magic phase, I was able to regrow some wounds on them. So now my Pegasus Knight unit's actually bigger, but the Battle Standard Bearer was killed by the Lord, and then the Cold One Riders killed my Prophetess. And yeah, so then it's the end of turn 4. We roll the die, we roll a 6, game ends, and technically he wins because he has a spellcaster near the banner, and I don't have anybody nearby. But he was going to win anyway, and deservedly so. He really played a much better game than I did. And nevertheless, good game, a fun game. Not a good game, but a fun game all the way around. Hope you enjoyed it.